Hope everyone's having a good morning. Happy Monday, folks. Hope everyone's having a good start to the week. Hanging out playing some Modern this morning. My stream schedule this week, if you've been following the channel, is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing some mornings and some evenings this week without any afternoons. I'll be back to doing more afternoons next week. Here's a hint. All of your no banlist Modern decks start with one playset. You're either starting with 4 Mental Missteps or 4 Chalice of the Voids. And neither of those 2 cards are optional. You're playing 4 of one and 0 of the other. Fill in the other 71 cards as you deem fit, but you're playing 4 of one of those 2 cards. Your first 4 cards have been decided for you. We have 4 Ghost Quarters in our deck, right? So all I'm saying is there's a chance. We have Bloodghast here. Opponent just said in chat they're playing bad Tron. They must watch the stream. Oh, we have a Tech Edge too. Oh, we have 3 quarters and a Tech Edge. All right, still, let's all right, so we have 3 draws at a land here. Probably gonna bin Amalgam, Bloodghast, or Stream Decker. Yep. Someday I will learn how to do all of these things. Stream Decker is updated. Dupe. And we'll probably lead on... Oh, they could have a Chalice of the Void here. If they have Chalice, these are now dead. Oh, no Chalice is good for us. So we're going to play Faithless Looting to start here. Maybe I'm supposed to just play Lingering Souls. I don't know. Could go either way. I'm going to bin a Lingering Souls in the backup Zombie Infestation here. Oh, you know what? I'm probably supposed to keep an Infestation there because my opponent could play a Thought-Knot Seer next turn. Yeah, I think it was a mistake discarding a... I think it was a mistake to discard a... It was a mistake to discard the second Infestation. Yep, punted. Yeah, Squee was a free discard. Yep. Mistakes are made. He technically wasn't a free discard with Murderous Cut. So, like... You should just go look at whatever we have, whatever the latest is in my thing. So now we're going to lose Zombie Infestation when we didn't need to. That's unfortunate. We're in an okay spot right now because we're going to, like, hit them for 5. And then we're going to get to flashback Lingering Souls. But, like, if I would have just, like, kept that other Zombie Infestation, we'd be in a great spot. Whoa, they took my Conflag. That's so good for me. Deal. Yes, in. Resolves. Alright, get Stomping Ground out here past the turn. Probably bin Squee plus Swamp for a zombie here. So for those that are unfamiliar with my Naboobs, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may return Squee from your discard pile to your hand. The end is here, chat. The end is here. This is the end that they spake of. We really don't have more removal in our deck, do we? Just like, yeah, just those Conflagrates. Oh, I should always, yes, yep. And your land. Alright, let's flashback Faithless Looting and see where we get. Maybe I'm just supposed to put Lingering Souls into play there. I could probably start Ghost Quartering them. Maybe that's the line at this point. Maybe I also just want to keep the Stinkweed Imp. No, I'll probably just dredge Stinky next turn, right? Like, I just play the decks people put in the queue, Chad. So, Lingering Jund is definitely a deck I'd be okay playing if someone put it in the queue, but... Alright, I'll just take them off a tower here. Yeah, before someone in chat says that I should technically draw step the Ghost Quarter in case they draw their only basic waste, I'm aware that I should technically draw step it. Yeah, not really, Demir. Like, it was Jund colors and had Lingering Souls in it, but it was kind of different than, like, a traditional Jund deck with access to Lingering Souls. No, I'd play Miracles as a donation list. I think that's fine. I don't know how soon we'll get to it, because I'm not sure. We definitely play more Modern than Legacy. Am I conceding to All Is Dust? I'm probably conceding to that. That's probably not beatable. I guess I have an Ancient Grudge I can dredge into. Details are there. Didn't I say always yes? Alright, we hit another Squee. Or Super Dead here. You just can't beat this card. Well, so Murphbo, I don't even think it's that Legacy was significantly better. I think it's more so that just like we hadn't solved Legacy yet, right? Like we didn't know what was really good or bad in Legacy post top banning, and like as we figured it out, it came around that it's like, oh, well, everything's just Grixis over. That's not a lot of fun. Oh, we have a start finish too. This card's kind of sweet. I'm surprised there's not one or two more copies of this. This card seems great, just like a removal spell we can dredge into. I'm a father of two. I work on my dad jokes pretty constantly. Do I want more than 2 Ancient Grudges? I feel like I probably don't, right? This is a Ravenscry matchup. Maybe the third Grudge is better than that. You kill the Seer in response to the triggers, Bankstar, so they can't take your removal. I only had one piece of removal, so if they took my Murderous Cut, I wouldn't have been able to kill their Thought Knot Seer. I guess I had Conflag, but like I didn't have Loam going, so yeah, that's fair too. Something's got to give. Basically, you can only play so many cards in your Magic deck. That's probably a fair assessment. Lead on Blood Crypt here, go Infestation, and to bin these cards I want in my graveyard anyways. Map. It's a map, it's a map, it's a map, it's a map, it's a map. We're just gonna like make 4 power worth of zombies here. Yeah, look at that. I put 4 power into play on turn 2. That's basically like a turn 2 Thought Knot Seer, right? It's like the exact same thing, chat, right? Right? Anyone, right? It's the same thing. It's just as powerful. Good. Look up. This is actually a pretty aggressive start, right? Like this is turn 3 and we've got 8 power in play. You think I'm supposed to GQ the temple? Really? Do I care if they Thought Not Seer me or Reality Smasher me? Like, they're on defense, right? It's just like Hollowed One. I don't know if this deck is good, but it's certainly sweet. This is probably Reality Smasher, no attack, right? Nice 4/4 for 4. Get out of here, zombie. Zombie, zombie, zombie. Pick my Nabob back up here. I'm gonna leave this uncracked so that way we can get back our Bloodghast with it later. They're gonna eat this and then take 8 down to 8. Oh no! Oh no! Not a hate card! Alright, we really want to draw Ancient Grudge. Please, Ancient Grudge. Please, Ancient Grudge. Life from the Loam. It's just rude, opponent. It's just rude, opponent. Oh, do you hear some bits of Declan's thing in the background? I'll turn his sound down. Good call. Yeah, you need to make your sound slightly quieter. Slightly quieter sound. Maybe I should throw the... Dang it, child. No. You gotta be quiet if you want to watch it. There you go. He saw me turn it down and then he immediately cranked it all the way up to the max. So here's the problem too. If I Ghost Quarter my opponent, that's gonna give them an untapped land which lets them use Relic of Progenitus, chat. Oh, I could Conflag to kill this? That's not a bad idea. That's probably a pretty good idea, right? I'm gonna lose my stuff, but I get to draw a card. Oh! I get to kill this and then dredge my Loam, right? Yeah, that's actually pretty decent. Because this draws a card. Gosh, could you imagine if we'd have hit an Ancient Grudge there, we could have Ghost Quartered ourselves and grudged them? So depending on what their follow-up here is, we might have a chance. Depending on what the follow-up is. The old Reality Smasher on D. They're pretty obligated to pop this, right? Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm gonna smack them, Ghost Quarter them, crack my Bloodstained Mire, and then loam my 2 lands back. Yeah, I mean, this is essentially a Dredge variation. It's like we're playing Dredge, but we have a bunch of bad cards in our deck. I mean, the Zombie Infestation was, like, kinda good this game. It was kinda good this game. Don't want to auto yield because I might want to make a zombie. That's a bit of a tilt. Are they still dead? Yeah, they have to attack, right? And then they're gonna go to 7, and then I make a zombie and kill them. Because they can't not attack, because I'll just hit them for 2 in the air. I definitely agree that it's way cooler than Dredge. So we need them to not have another play here. Zombie, zombie, zombie. So big bucks, no removal, please. It's a good. We dredged into a Ancient Grudge there, so you take this Basilisk collar off the table. So if they removal this turn, we might get to power through here. They need like Spatial Contortion to not die here. Warping Whale, that'll do it too. Okay, so they're gonna go to 1 here. I'm gonna go ahead and dredge back some stuff. We gotta draw 3 here. I can flash back this Grudge on the Basilisk collar. Do I want to Ghost Quarter them off a Temple? I probably do, right? Yeah, I think I do. They might even be out of wastes as well. So I'm gonna draw step, Ghost Quarter them off a Temple. This is modern. What's old is always new. Sweet, our Ghost Quarters are Wastelands, so we should probably be a lock to win this game if our Ghost Quarters are Wastelands at this point. This deck has a lot of neat things going on, a lot of interesting angles of attack. A lot of really interesting angles of attack. All right. Do I want another Ancient Grudge if they have cards like that in their deck? I guess they kill Relic too, which can be useful. So maybe I just want to like lean max into the Grudges. I don't really have another cut that I want to make though. I like kind of want this Grudge, but I don't really want anything to cut. I don't really want to cut anything from my deck. I just like trim a Nabob. Will my Naboobs be lopsided if I cut one? What do we think, chat? Will I need plastic surgery to keep my Naboobs balanced? I think I'm supposed to keep this. Never reduce your Naboobs there. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for the positive reinforcement, Dows. Alright, so let's grab Stomping Ground. I was going to fetch Blood Crypt, but we drew a black source. Well, that's fantabulous. Excellent. Spin those. How do I tell the difference between real and fake Naboobs? Asking the hard-hitting questions. All right, the real question here is if they play another Tron piece here, do I Ghost Quarter them? I'm probably supposed to Ghost Quarter them, right? Hopefully we dredge into a Prized Amalgam here. Sweet, we dredge into Prized Amalgam and Bloodghast. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna start by Faithless Looting because we could hit more Bloodghast or Prized Amalgams. Oh, we hit another Loam. That's great. Sweet, and we hit an Ancient Grudge and another Bloodghast. All right. Well, that's quite excellent for us. So I'm gonna bin both of these, and then I'm gonna play this land, and we're just gonna flip. We hit 4 Bloodghasts. Always yes, always yes, always yes, always yes, always yield. Here's my 11 power opponent. Your move. So I'm not ghost quartering them yet, because I want to make them choose whether or not they're getting Eldrazi Temple or a Tron piece before I ghost quarter them, ideally. And I'm just taking them off the Tron piece here, even though they didn't use that yet, just because I don't want them to, what's the word I'm searching for? I don't want them to be able to just natural Tron me this turn. So next turn, we can dredge a Loam plus play Zombie Infestation. Well, if they play another Tron piece here, yeah, I guess they could potentially have Tron next turn, right? They could also just have a Relic here. But we're also just, like, hitting them twice, so... I mean, they just not have a sweeper, basically. That's a Conflag. Alright, well, let's start by attacking. Alright, I think I want to just play this Loam at this point. It's like guaranteed get some Ghost Quarters back. If we get all of Dusted, I really don't want to put Zombie Infestation into play. This deck is great when we have 4 Bloodghast that are... Yep. And look, they had the natural Tron, so I'm glad... And all his dust actually doesn't matter here, right? Because I'm just going to play a land and then my Bloodghast have haste, and then I'm going to kill them with Conflagrate. It actually doesn't matter, because my Bloodghast have haste because they're at 9. Charge. Yeah, this deck is like sweet Dredge. Like, if you enjoy playing Dredge and you want something that's just a little bit sweeter, this deck is a lot sweeter. Alright, where's my Conflag? There it is. There's my Conflag. I don't know, let's do a bunch. I can't actually see how much damage I'm doing. How many cards is asking me to discard? 4? That's too many. Alright, let's just do 1, just in case something goes sideways here. Alright, we're 1-0 with Zombie Loam. I would just like to say welcome to everyone that's hanging out here today. If you're new, especially, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time TCG player and content producer here on this channel. I stream Magic anywhere between 30 and 40 hours a week. If you're enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch. My subscribers are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do it. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anoronics and you. Anoronics like to remind you to hit that follow button at least if you enjoy what you're seeing. That one doesn't cost you anything, and it lets you know when I go live and with what. We play a bunch of Modern here. We also play Legacy and Pauper on occasion. I stream anywhere between 4 and 7 days a week. You can also check out my schedule in a link below. If you missed any of today's stream or any of my other streams, you can check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland, because I don't steal other people's content while I stream. None of my videos get muted, so we upload 100% of my archives to the YouTubes after the fact. Yeah, it sounds good, right? Just like Loam, Dredge, Bloodghast. This actually just like looks like a normal Dredge hand, right? Clearly Tron is fine, right? Hey, Micah Mind with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. Thanks for sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. I do appreciate that. We have 4 Ancient Grudges in our sideboard chat. Anoronics is just another viewer. MTGO Traders is part of my sponsorship deal with them. They provide me cards to use on stream. So our turn 1 land here is actually kind of an interesting decision So the upside to playing the mountain is that we deal less damage to ourselves. The downside to playing the mountain is that we have less lands in our graveyard to get back with life from the Loam down the line. Anoronics is a viewer like you, yep. Am I... Is it just Stomping Ground here? Yeah, just Stomping Ground probably. Okay, so I'm just discarding those two. I'm going to dredge into a grudge or two here. The old no land turn 1 after keeping... Oh, did they go to 6? They did go to 6. Okay, that makes sense. Did you draw something? They bottomed a card on their scry too, so there's a chance they just don't do anything again here. Which, you know, would be good for us. I'll take some freebies. Dang, alright, I'm gonna dredge the Stinkweed Imp. We hit another Bloodghast and a Prized Amalgam, that's great. We buried... We did not bury another land. Okay, I'm just gonna fetch a basic here. I wonder if this deck wants some cycle lands in it. We don't have any. That's probably something we'd be interested in having in the deck. Some cycle lands, that way when we like get into Loam mode, we could still actually draw cards. Doesn't seem like it would be a terrible idea. Alright, so we won game 1 because they kept a medium hand. We get Darkblast, 3 Ancient Grudges, 2 Rakdos Charms. This is a Golgari Brownscale matchup. It might be. It's definitely not a Rhea Revelation matchup. If a deck that I'm unsure is competitive or not, I queue into them in the friendly leagues, just so it's not just us getting dumpstered again and again and again. If a deck isn't a known established archetype, I often play them into friendly leagues. Well, we're on the draw. Chalice, I'm not even really a huge fan of Chalice for 0 on the play even. I guess Pharaoh's good too. Yeah, Pharaoh seems fine. What am I cutting? Because like all these cards seem great, right? Conflagrate's great. I need my pressure. Lingering Souls is great. And like sometimes these decks that we play, I queue them into a friendly league. We end up, you know, re-queuing them into competitive leagues after if they seem good. Like the first time we played Jeskai Ascendancy, I played that in a friendly league. The first time we played Ad Nauseam, I played a friendly league just because like combo decks especially, it's just like, well, you need time to learn them and fumble around a little bit usually. Yeah, that's true. We're bringing in Ancient Grudge, so like maybe this Murderous Cut too, since we're just like bringing in better removal. Yeah, I guess the 2/2s aren't super fast. Yeah, I think Ascendancy is a lot of fun, TJ. Was that your 5-0? That deck list looked sweet. That's fair. We could cut some Squees. I'm gonna cut 2 Squees and a Zombie Infestation. And just like plan to win with Bloodghast, Lingering Souls, and Prized Amalgams. That seems fine. Chalice might be okay on the play, but it's definitely not good on the draw. And we are on the draw this game because we won game 1. Because our opponent stumbled and died. Has Ancient Grudge in the opener. We'll probably looting, bin, Stinkweed, bin, souls on one. Do I want to get more red mana or more black mana? I really don't have double black cards, right? We're never casting this one. We're probably not casting Bloodghast. I'm just going to get an extra red source for now. Cast this looting. Sweet. Bin, Lingering Souls, bin, Stinkweed Imp. Probably Dredge Imp next turn. Imp's actually just like a good card to cast in this matchup too, just because it has what's the word I'm searching for? It has flying and it has pseudo death touch. It's technically not death touch, but it's basically death touch. Anything other than Relic of Progenitus, we're in a pretty good spot here. I'm just gonna be conservative and Ancient Grudge this on my turn right away, just so they can't go like land plus stubby D or something like that. Just like wanna nip that right in the bud. We also have a Vengeful Pharaoh in our discard pile now, which is great. For those who are unfamiliar with this card. Yeah, we're good. We hit an Ancient Grudge against Affinity. We're doing pretty well. So I think we're gonna dredge a Loam this turn. Oh yeah, if they put Vengeful Pharaoh on top, we're definitely dredging a Loam. Has 4 Ancient Grudges and Darkblast confirmed good Affinity matchup. Alright, I'm gonna flashback Lingering Souls here. Smack them with my Bloodghast. We have Ancient Grudge up on a flashback here. Vengeful Pharaoh. So whenever we take damage, Vengeful Pharaoh is in our graveyard. We get to destroy an attacking creature and then put Vengeful Pharaoh back on top of our deck. So basically, every time something hits us, it dies, and then Vengeful Pharaoh floops back to the top of our deck. Are they trading their Inkmoth for my activate Inkmoth concede? All right. Zombie, he he. Yes, yeah, Vengeful Pharaoh is very good in Dredge. Very, very good. Traditional Dredge often plays that card as like a one of. Pretty easy redraw here, just like Tech Edge is our only land. It's like not exciting, but it's certainly a keep. Probably want to get a Stomping Ground with this. We can't actually make white mana, right? No, the Ray of Revelation is just here for the flashback. Drop the League at 4-0 to hide it. The Pyromancer deck is uploading to YouTube now. You can check it out there later. Caleb sure was just playing Faithless Storm, right? Yeah, you should message me on, you should pop into the Discord, TJ. You're subscribed to the channel. So there's, in addition to myself, there's other people that talk about decks and stuff in there, and I always contribute to talks that we're having on the Discord. I'm excited to see how this matchup plays out, because we definitely have the ability to grind with this deck, right? Oh, we have a Godless Shrine. You're right. We have a Godless Shrine. We've definitely drawn a Godless Shrine. Hey, Ginger Cakes with the 8-month resubscription. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. 2/3 of a year. I appreciate that. Yep, yeah, 4-color just guys didn't see with Glittering Wish. We've streamed it a lot on this channel. You can find a bunch of videos of it on my YouTube. That's a lot of fun. 4-1'd a bunch of leagues with it. Yeah, I think we're just gonna conflag the Bob for 1. Almost certainly. Maelstrom Pulse, that's rude. I'm gonna bin Squee. I don't think I want to discard anything else. I think the Conflag and the Murderous Cut are both cards that I want in my hand. I mean, that kind of sounds like it falls into the range of like what the play design team's supposed to be doing, Murphbo. Faithless Looting is a great draw. That being said, I think I just need to conflag this turn. I'm just getting basic mountain here. It's weird, I know, but conflag does actually have a casting cost. You can cast it for mana from your hand. It's strange, but it's something we do on occasion. This is funny, they actually just take the Faithless Looting, right? Because like the Squee just comes back. Yep. Tarmogoofy. Another Nabob. Alright, hopefully we'll hit a land here that makes black mana so we can Murderous Cut. That's unfortunate. It's strange, I know. I think I'm actually supposed to bin Loam Amalgam here, right? Looting's been upgraded to Divination. And I think I'm in the market to chump block with this zombie. I don't know, I guess the zombie could potentially trade with a Bloodbraid Elf, and I'm at 18, so maybe I just want to take this hit here. Yeah, I probably just want to take this hit. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, because we're going to Murderous Cut this Tarmogoyf next turn anyways. Can we all take a moment to appreciate how bad Liliana the Veil is against us? Damn it, Bobby. Ugh. I guess we can play Squee as an infinite blocker. Alright, we hit a Bloodghast here. I think I want to just get this going, especially since I have a Prized Amalgam in my bin, and now that I no longer have the Murderous Cut, I'm going to, hey, the blur. Great stream, Jeff loves the deck and that every day is different. Welcome back. Thank you for re-upping your fun money this month. I'm glad you enjoy the variety. The variety is a good time. The donation deck list has definitely made Magic more fun. For me, personally, at least. There's a lot of sweet things. Modern's in a great spot right now. Yeah, so I think this go round, I'm going to chump block with this zombie. Although I suppose I could just... Nah, screw that. I'm just going to attack them, right? If I attack them to 10, then I have 7 power in play plus a conflag in my bin. Yeah, that's actually what we want to do. Let's just, like, beep, get aggressive. Because, like, even if they spin into a Bloodbraid Elf next turn, like, we're still going to be kind of ahead. I think if we attack with this and have 7 power total on the table, they probably have to pump the brakes on this Tarmogoyf. And if they have, like, an Bolt or an Abrupt Decay, they're probably going to use that anyways. Interesting. That's a hasty Bloodghast. Alright, well, we're going to play this land out now because it gives our Bloodghast. We got a Bloodghast back with haste. I'm going to enter combat here. That's not going to be enough to keep you alive, friendo. This Conflagrate's dealing 6. Two, three, 4. Extra 1 for good measure. Hey, Everblight with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here. Thanks for sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. Okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, so they're gonna have some hate cards out of the board. I guess one of the feedbacks I have on this deck, which is actually gonna bite us in the butt here a little bit, is that we actually don't, God, we just don't have any, do we? We are super cold to Scavenging Ooze with this build. We have 1, 2 ways to kill it, and like these, we have to hope they don't eat when we dredge into them. So like, I'm definitely like looking at my sideboard here, and I don't really have any other cards I want to board in. Like, I wish I had Abrupt Decays, or more of this, or more of this, like just anything here that would let me play a little bit better. No, I've not seen the frame for the Saga cards. Like, do I just like want Raven's Crime? Yeah, Lightning Axe would be a good one. Yeah, Axe would be a great card, I agree. Axe seems like it would be good, especially because we have like Rays and Ancient Grudges, so like some Lightning Axes would probably be fine. I kind of like having a bunch of Grudges. I could see going down to 3, but I kind of like the idea of having just like a bunch of Grudges in our board. And maybe like trade a Grudge and trade a Raven's Crime or something. So, in the idea of like, obviously we can't make changes right now. What do I want to do here? I guess Darkblast kills Dark Confidant too. So I'll leave those in. And we'll leave a Raven's Crime in. I'm not excited about these changes, but they're the best we have with what we got. What's after this deck? This is going to be... We actually played a deck before this one, Nerdster. We played 5-color Pyromancer this morning that kind of blazed out. So this is going to be the last deck for this morning. And then I'll be back later this evening with some more Magic. So my schedule this week is going to be some mornings and then most evenings. I'm going to be streaming every evening this week. We have, this hand's actually pretty good, because like we have this Murderous Cut in our opener, which is great. We hit Loam, but we don't currently have green mana, which sucks. If anyone has a link to the new frame, feel free to throw it in chat. Feel free to throw it in chat. Oh, the weekly cheer badges reset. They must have graveyard hate in their hand, right? Like why would they keep a hand that just basically doesn't do anything? Are they casting for 3? They have like Fulminator Mage here? Tireless Tracker, okay. Yeah, so far of what we've played, I like this deck a lot. I think I'm supposed to... I think I'm just gonna attack for 2 here. Like, they can't attack us because we have Vengeful Pharaoh, right? So, like, am I supposed to play this start-finish here? Or am I supposed to flashback the Faithless Looting digging for green? No, I need green mana is the problem. And I don't think I really care about them drawing extra cards at this point. Perfect. That frame looks great. I clicked on the link while we're streaming. For those that haven't, this is the frame that we're talking about. That looks pretty awesome. It does this thing, and then it does this thing, and then it does this thing. Like that. That seems pretty sweet. Smogfish! With the bits. Thank you very much. Welcome to the top tier. This is a pretty aggressive turn for them. That being said, we get to stick Infestation plus get Loam going next turn. Maybe I should have discarded the Loam to dredge it. I think maybe I should have discarded the Loam to dredge it. Yeah, I think I should have discarded a Loam to dredge it last turn. Alright, so what do I want to do here? I could Ravenscrime them, Loam, Ravenscrime them, and just like burn through all of their stuff. So how aggressive do I want to be with my health total here? I could fetch shock, play zombie, discard, and then get back my 2 lands. I think that's fine. I think I want to be a little bit aggressive here and like get max value out of things. So I'm going to get a Stomping Ground here as another red source in addition to being green. I'm going to cast this Zombie Infestation. I'm going to activate Zombie Infestation, discarding Forest and Vengeful Pharaoh. And then I'm going to go ahead and cast Life from the Loam, getting my 2 lands back. And I'm going to go ahead and attack for 1 here. So it's kind of loose, but remember at the same time, like, oh, maybe I should have gotten more black because I have Ravenscrime. Like, if they're spending mana on cracking clues, then they're not spending mana on advancing their board, basically, is what it comes down to. Okay, that's pretty good. So they're not going to attack here because there's a Vengeful Pharaoh in my bin, right? Yeah, so I'm going to dredge Life from the Loam. We get a Squee, Goblin, Nabob. All right. This costs how much to flashback? 3. I think I'm just going to take the last couple cards out of their hand here. Yeah, I'm just going to Ravenscrime you. And then I'm going to Ravenscrime them again. And then I'm going to Loam. Yeah, I definitely agree that I need to pressure them. I attacked with the zombie because they're not attacking with Oh, they left us back, right? They just didn't call my bluff. They should have, yeah, they should have blocked. I don't know. I attacked because I wasn't paying attention and that they weren't paying attention. This is a no justice stream, chat. That's why I attacked. I attacked because there's no justice in the world. Alright, we had a Bloodghast, so I'm gonna go ahead and Raven's Crime the last card out of their hand, which puts 2 lands in my bin. I lost a Bob. So what do I want to do this turn? I think I want to play the start finish and kill the Tireless Tracker, but I have to fetch Shock to play Loam too, but that's probably fine. So actually this is great. So I get to bring the Bloodghast back into play. Start finish seems really good in this deck. Start finish seems quite excellent. To bring the Bloodghast back again here. Yeah, it's kind of like a mix between Dredge and something a little bit more like mid-rangey value oriented. Like we're gonna make 2 more zombies here. We have to block at this point because I don't want to get bolted out of the game. They probably have another threat here. Surgically extracting my Loam. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, so they're at 12. I think I still just want to make a bunch of zombies here, right? Depending on what they play. They just played a land. Yeah, I'm just going to make 2 zombies. Like, we still have Nabob coming back and forth here to give us more stuff. I'm going to dredge a Stinkweed Imp here. We hit a Bloodghast. Okay, Bloodghast is a reason to have kept lands in main. I guess I get to flashback Faithless Looting here and could hit a land. Alright, deal. They only get to draw 1 card next turn, so yeah, I'm just gonna smack them for 7 here and then play Stinkweed Imp. Nabob with Faithless Looting is kind of excellent. Nabob with Faithless Looting is quite excellent. Yeah, I want another start finish and I want some lightning X's. I guess there's Bloodbraid Elves that kill us here, right? I think that's what they're struggling to cast here. Yeah, if this hits removal, we're dead. Okay, that's not removal. They could take my Nabobs, but they're probably dead, right? They don't have good attacks here. Yep. Sweet. Alright, well, we're 3-0. There's definitely some little details I want to change in the 75, but this deck seems great. I'm having a lot of fun with it at the very least. A lot of sweet tools. This is a card I haven't seen in any Dredge decks. This seems like a card that might be kind of neat. I guess maybe it's worse than Conflag in a lot of situations. So maybe when it's right. I definitely want some lightning axes in my deck. Yeah, and we're 3, and that's why like people ask, I don't own any Magic cards, Chris. I own 0 Magic cards, digital or otherwise. I own like some bulk in real life, I guess. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. The sideboard could probably afford to change a little bit. Like 4 Ancient Grudge is probably a little bit much. I probably don't need 3 Raven's Crime. Stuff like that. I think having 4 Infestations is good. We had a game against, what's it called? Eldrazi Tron, where like we got to a quick infestation start and just like beat them down because of it. Ray of Revelation is in the main just to kill random enchantments. Remember, our deck is full of cards that let us like Faithless Looting and Zombie Infestation and stuff like that. So like even when it's not gonna have any text in the matchup, we just get to loot past it. Okay, humans, this is another. So like it's funny, right? Like we played a competitive league last night and played against just like 4 garbage fire archetypes in terms of like how competitive or tier 1 they were. And here we're playing a friendly league with this deck because I wasn't sure how competitive it was going to be. And we've played against mono stock tier 1, tier 1.5 decks. You could argue Birds of Paradise isn't really a real Magic card, to be fair. This is just Imp plus Nabob here. Although I guess, like, do I even want to Dredge next turn? I guess I kind of do. I kind of want to hit a Conflag as soon as possible. Yeah, I probably want to hit a Conflag as soon as possible. Also, look at Squee. Look how happy he is. Some goblins are expendable, some are impossible to get rid of, but he's both at the same time. What a quality meme. I don't know what Spawning Pit does, so I don't have any thoughts on it. Things I don't have thoughts on, cards that I don't know what they do. This is a Lieutenant. They're gonna get a lot of pressure going. Just a Thalia. Okay, so that's a disruptive, but like not the end of the world. I'm gonna dredge old Stanky here. That sounds really mana intensive and awkward. Sounds really mana intensive and awkward. Get my Nabob back, dredge into that. Sweet, we hit Bloodghast, Prized Amalgam. We actually hit Lingering Souls in here too, which is pretty good for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this land out, which is gonna floop a Bloodghast and an Amalgam into play here. I'll go ahead and pass the turn. We'll fetch another red source here just so we can be suiting up to play our Conflag out here shortly. If we find that. Next turn we can play old Stinky out to start to threaten to trade with the champion of the parish. If you're a planeswalker, what would your ultimate be? Ban all trolls on Twitch. I don't fuck around here. Just ban all of them. How many? All of them. We're gonna have a hard time racing what our opponent has going on here when we're on the draw. The fact that like they had the Thalia and we weren't able to flashback Lingering Souls to buffer our health total this turn is definitely gonna put us behind the 8 ball. So we're taking 8 here. This is 9, so we're going pretty low. Is my Stomping Ground? Oh, this lane. I was like, where's my Stomping Ground? Polluted Delta can't fetch Stomping Ground. That makes sense. Huh. Huh. So I think I just play Stinkweed and hope to dodge. I could just play Zombie Infestation too, though, and just like beat them on the ground. We're definitely playing the forest. So am I supposed to play Stinkweed or am I supposed to play Zombie Infestation? God, could you imagine how good of a spot we would be in right now if I would have been able to flashback Lingering Souls next turn? Or last turn? I think it's Zombie just because, like, the Squees get more value the more turns we're able to do, and like we're pretty dead to another Mantis regardless of how we slice it. Yeah, we're dead to a second rider no matter how we cut this, so... This is... Playing the Zombie Infestation is actually much better against, Reflector Mage. Yep. Alright, so Pharaoh's good. And again, like, okay, so Brownscales are good against an aggro deck, but, like, we just really don't have tools for these creature-based matchups, it feels like. Like, if this is another match where, like, if I had Lightning Axes, we would be in a much better spot than we are. But I don't have Lightning Axes, so we're in a little bit of trouble. And I think that's how we want to board. I like the idea of these Brownscales. They're kind of fun tech. I wonder if they're, like, actually better than just playing the gain health card, but... Yeah, I missed 2 free points of damage, potential free points of damage. You're right. It doesn't actually matter, though. We were pretty dead. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and submit. I need to run to the restroom really quick. I'll be right back. We're gonna finish this match in this league. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Alright, I'd love to play first. So close and yet so far away. This is probably a mulligan too. Guess it has Darkblast in it and we get to scry. Your creature density is somewhat low. That's fair. That is fair. What's our actual creature count? Only 22. Yeah, I'd buy that for $1. And our creature count's not high enough. Am I gonna keep this with a scribe? That's not an exciting one, but it's keepable. So we're not gonna fetch because we want to draw the land that's on top of our deck. So we'll fetch Overgrown Tomb untap next turn, and then play Tech Edge, and then loam back this Verdant Catacombs. It kind of sucks because we can't Darkblast their turn 1 play now. It's just Aether Vial anyways. That's fine for us then. So no harm, no foul. Yeah, Rakdos Charm does not have an option for. Honestly, the Black-Red Charm does a lot as is, so I'm kind of not surprised it doesn't kill creatures. Yeah, remember, Magic's about having fun, though. As someone who's played a lot of regular Dredge is not, I don't enjoy it. If you enjoy regular Dredge, then you could and should build it, but it's not a deck that I really have fun playing. Which is why that Ape Dredge decklist is probably going to sit in the queue until it hits 50 points in 2 weeks. I think I'm just dredging this. We hit a Nabob. That's exciting. Alright, so I'm gonna fetch a black Blood Crypt here. Get a bunch of lands back. Okay, so we developed our mana just fine now. I'm not dropping any frames, so if you're having stuttering, it's on your end or Twitch's end, one of the two. I'll check after we're done, Ecto. You learn about how donation decks work here at our wonderful sellout URL. Beep 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 beep. Meddling Mage. It's annoying. Probably gonna name Loam. Zombie Infestation. Alright, fair. Fair. Do I want to kill this Meddling Mage with Darkblast? Do I want, so I could Darkblast the Meddling Mage and then dredge the Darkblast. Nope. Legit advice, if your computer is stuttering on frames, everyone would see it, not just a single person, so other people will be complaining about it in chat. I also have the Twitch inspector open, and that says I'm fine, so when I say I'm not dropping things on my end, this is literally my job. I do this all the time. I know how it works. I understand when my computer is choking, and it is currently not. Yeah, I kind of just want to draw a card here, for being honest. Although, like, dredging into Faithless Looting would be pretty good for us as well. I don't mind double blasting the mage, though, because it keeps them off of some pressure, which is nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to... I mean, if they're going to Violent Thalia, like, it doesn't really matter. We are 3-0 with 4 squeeze in our deck, Zach. Thank you very much. You'd like... Zach, I want to pick your brain about this deck, because I think it's sweet and there's room to improve. I think this deck seems awesome. And, like, if they Violent another Meddling Mage here and throw it on Darkblast, then I just don't redredge the Darkblast. Or... I do redredge the Darkblast because we're going to... Oh, you can't use Conflag to kill Meddling Mages. That's so dumb. The rules of Magic are stupid. Just so people understand that the rules of Magic are stupid. You can't target things for 0 with Conflag because Magic ignores how math works. Alright, so I'm going to dredge life from the Loam here. We had a Vengeful Pharaoh and a Bloodghast there. That being said, I am going to fetch Shock and Conflag this for 1, I think. Although I guess I could just Conflag. It's probably better to just finish this off, right? I think it's better to finish this one. No, at all. The rules... Magic Online is following the rules of Magic, and the rules of Magic are stupid. If the rules of Magic disagree with how mathematics works, in my opinion, the rules of Magic are wrong and should probably be changed. But that's just one humble mathematician's opinion. So, as Conflagrate is written, it says deal X damage divided as you choose between any number of target creature and players. If you open the Gatherer page for Conflagrate, there's an asterisk and a ruling that says you must assign at least 1 damage to each target. Because that's how the rules of Magic the Gathering work. What's he doing there? This stream is sponsored by Anoronics. Get out of here. Vengeful Pharaoh trigger. Well, now we're definitely dredging the Darkblast, right? Beep, 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 beep. Oh, this doesn't actually go to the top of my deck, right? Because the trigger kills it. I think I want to just dredge Stinky here, right? No, actually, so I'm going to dredge Darkblast, and then I'm going to go ahead and blast this to encourage them to Aether Vial something in, and then if they Vial something in here, I can use Conflagrate and clear their whole board. You can Conflagrate for 0. You can't Conflagrate for 0 and choose targets. When you Conflagrate for 0, you must choose 0 targets. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and Conflag this for 2. And how many cards do I want to discard here? I want to discard 1, 2, 3, probably 4 at least. So I'll send 2 upstairs as well here. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then I'm going to attack with my Bloodghast, and then post-combat, yeah, it deals X damage divided you choose among any number of... it's not even X targets too, because that is a different meaning in Magic. So I'm going to attack them with this before I play my land, because this way if my opponent has a Mantis Rider to put in off their Aether Vial, I'll be able to get this back. So we'll play this, and we'll return a bunch of stuff to play. Conflagrate's very good, I agree. A must fall casting with the 2-month resubscription. Thanks to their quality streams. When we gonna card people like the old days. We actually have a Jace Tron deck in the queue, and we have a Life from the Loam Tron brew in the queue. So we're gonna get to some cards with a twist soon enough. We're gonna get to some cards with a twist soon enough. The card as written doesn't follow the rules of mathematics. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Reflector Mage, that's annoying. No, we tutued. We tutued. We conceded to Jund. That deck was never beating Jund in a million years. What time do I plan on streaming later today? It's going to be a later stream. I'm going to start about 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So for those in other time zones, that's about 7.5 hours from now. Oh, geez, they lose. Okay. So, actually in a lot of trouble here. We need to hit another Conflag. Or a start-finish, potentially. Or hope they make a bad play and block. Oh, wait. This actually, Vengeful Pharaoh just kills this, right? God, Vengeful Pharaoh's been nuts. Vengeful Pharaoh's been really good. I think I'm gonna dredge. I should just dredge Stinkweed Imp here, right? Yeah, that's been consistently a good play. Oh, we hit another Conflag too? Gosh, that's great. Are they dead? They're pretty close to dead, right? Hit a start finish as well. God, this deck is so sweet. Can we just appreciate how sweet this deck is? I am having a good time, chat. I am having quite the excellent time here. So I'm gonna pick up these lands. And remember, if you can't catch all of it live, it'll be on YouTube as always. I think I'd rather play Stinkweed Imp here. I guess if I Stinkweed Imp as opposed to Conflagging, I could die to Reflector Mage plus Mantis Rider, so maybe that's not worth it. Yeah, I think like a lot of decks in Modern, this deck's just different than normal Dredge. I think it's something that qualifies as just different. Yeah, I'm just gonna clear their board here, actually. I think that's better. I'm gonna do 1-1, and I want to play a land out. So I'm gonna do 3 upstairs here. 1, 2, 3. So red. There should probably be a third Conflag in this deck too, if we're being honest with ourselves. Probably be a third Conflag in the deck. This card's just consistently insane, just like in Dredge. This is the tortured existence deck of Modern? Yeah, kinda. It's definitely that level of grind, it feels like. Alright, so we've got 9 power, and they're at 9. And I have a start finish in my bin, which is great for us. So we can Dredge Loam, use start finish, sacrifice a Bloodghast, kill a blocker, and then use the Loam to bring back, or use the Loam to get a land to bring back the Bloodghast to attack for lethal still. Or I'd love to return my Nabob to my hand. And I think at this point I'm just dredging Stinkweed Imp, right? I guess I could dredge Brownscale and gain some health. Yeah, I'm just gonna gain 2 health, actually. Oh, you know what? I should have played the Ghost Quarter out last turn, because I could Ghost Quarter myself to get Bloodghast back instead of the Mountain. I was like thinking, is there any merit to playing one out over the other? And that's definitely the merit. So they're gonna flute my Amalgam back to my hand here. They're gonna block. They're gonna go to 5. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and destroy that. Sacrificing a Bloodghast, and then I'll cast this Golgari Brownscale, and then next turn we'll dredge Loam and floop the Bloodghast back into play. How's today going? This dredge deck is sweet. The 5-color Pyromancer deck was kind of a flop, but this deck's been both fun to play and feels powerful. Dredge life from the Loam. Ooh, we get a Faithless Looting. That's pretty good for us. So let's get back some lands here. Oh, and Faithless Looting actually lets us dredge into Darkblast. God, this deck just has all the fucking lines. It's so good. Would like a Darkblast, and then I'm just gonna grab a Golgari Brownscale here for good measure. Just gain some health. Discard Prized Amalgam and Nabob. No, they usually play a Plains in their deck. They usually have a Plains in their deck. Also, it has Dredge, the well-designed mechanic, right? Alright, I feel like we stole one there. We definitely hit our conflags when we needed them. Like I said, I think we're light on interaction for these creature-based matchups with this build of this deck. I want some Lightning Axes, I want another Conflag, maybe another Start Finish, maybe an Abrupt Decay. Hey, Emin, with the 4-month Tier 1 resubscription, thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. As always, if you enjoy what I do here, subscribing on Twitch is the best way you can do it. You're not scared of Rip. What do you want me to do? Board and Ray of Revelation? Like, your graveyard value deck is gonna die to graveyard hate most of the time. That's why a card like Abrupt Decay would be good in this deck, because Abrupt Decay is the type of card that can interact with graveyard hate like Rest in Peace while also not being a dead draw against the aggressive deck in general. So I think I would like 2 Axes and 2 Abrupt Decays in my 75. Probably cut like 1 to 2 Rakdos Charm and Ancient Grudge, and maybe these Chalice of the Voids are bad. But Bojuka Bog also seems kind of mediocre. Like, this is like really slow and awkward. Is there a reason you discarded Nabob over Brownscale? Yeah, because Nabob comes back for free. This hand just doesn't do anything, right? Also, we were definitely in an all roads lead to Rome type situation. Not need another land. Hey, Welsinger. Yeah, this deck's really sweet. Thank you for the donation. I'm glad you sent it in. This is probably a deck I'm gonna play some more at some point. I like the core of what's going on here is a lot of fun and feels powerful. Yeah, Decay's just a good card in general. Just like just a quality answer. You could even play like a Maelstrom Pulse as like a bigger card too, but I think like 2 Axes, 2 Decays is where I'd start. I've not played Zombie Hunt on stream before. Alright, sweet. So we're gonna start by shocking this in. Cast this Looting, probably Ben Gas Loam. Sweet, we've got a Zombie Infestation. Well, that's excellent. Sweet. I like that this deck randomly has aggressive draws, but it also grinds too, which is fun. Alright, I guess we're just taking draw steps. I have a Grafdigger's Cage. Well, huh. You want some pretzels? Okay. Yes, Dad, you want pretzels? Thank you for asking very nicely. Nice. Here's your pretzels, enjoy. No, Dad's got to work for a little bit more and then we'll hang out, okay? We could just dredge this Loam and like, because with Zombie Infestation, it doesn't actually care about this card, right? Now I'm gonna take a couple of draw steps here. Let's see what we draw. Just draw land. That's sad. Well, Dread... Oh, without Dread Return. Say Dread Return is banned. Yeah, I think a Psycho Land or two would be good in here. I'm not sure the Tech Edge is good. I feel like Tech Edge is really slow in the matches where you want it, and just like Ghost Quarter is fine. So like I might turn like a Shock and a Tech Edge into colored sources that are Psycho Lands. Oh, we could get Nabob back too. Yeah, that's true. There's no way they attack, right? Wow, really? I guess they're just like assuming my hand might be good. Yeah, but Tech Edge isn't good against Tron. Ghost Quarter is good against Tron. Tech Edge, that's why I wouldn't cut the Ghost Quarters. I'd cut the Tech Edge. This is game 3. This is game 3. Oh, I guess if I discard all my lands because of the Thalia, I can't actually cast Loam. That's awkward. So this, I didn't think that through all the way. I think we're still supposed to go for this. We'll take some draw steps here, but we're definitely in a lot of trouble. The cage into Thalia is going to be a bit of a beating here. If they have Thalia's Lieutenant, I'm just going to concede. Sure. I'm not sure that we have enough basics for that, but maybe. I don't know. Field of Ruin is kind of slow and clunky. And I can't cast this because it costs 3. And like, again, like, Abrupt Decay is a card that I would board in here. I actually don't have a way to take this off the table in my deck, do I? Yeah, all my grudges are in the board. Yeah, so like, Abrupt Decay is just like a great flexible card because like, yeah, I'm just gonna, we're pretty dead here. They have like anything resembling a reasonable hand from there. We're just pretty done and out. We just don't have the deck's not built enough to in order to be able to interact with like what our opponent has going on there. Beep, 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 beep. Is the way this is worded, does it not work on Bogles? Destroy target attacking creature. Yeah, it does not work on Bogles. That's sad. It's a little bit sad. I'd love to play first. Lands and a Faithless Looting. That could have gone better. Wow, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Maybe they'll play a Leonin Arbiter and we'll get to Wasteland them. Joke's on you, opponent. We don't play spells in our deck. Joke's on you, opponent. I don't think we have room for a Hollowed One, if I'm being honest. Like a draw. Maybe I'm supposed to fetch there just in case they have Leonin Arbiter. Yeah, probably. This is just good deck building, right? Beep 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 beep. I wonder if I'm supposed to be dredging Darkblast at this point. Because I have the Amalgam in my bin. Displacer, okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to dredge the Darkblast. I just kind of want more cards in my bin too for this Murderous Cut to be slightly better. Alright, sweet. We had a Conflag. So do I want to just clear their board with a Conflag? I really don't want to discard the Murderous Cut though, right? Grab a Blood Crypt here. grab a Stomping Ground. I'm gonna grab a Stomping Ground. I'm going to go ahead and Murderous Cut the Eldrazi Displacer here, I think. We're kind of fumbling and bumbling around here a little bit, but opponent doesn't really have anything going on yet either, so that's good for us. If they play another threat out this turn, we get Squee, Goblin, Nabob back next turn, plus we get to draw a card, so we could probably just conflag their board. If they Ghost Quarter me and miss a land drop here, we are going to put them in the ground. Like, deep in the ground. Like, we will just double wasteland you right back. They have a land. Okay. So Nabob comes back to our hand. Yes. Sweet. And we drew Blood Crypt. Well, that's great. So I get to wasteland you back because this is symmetrical. Do I want to just wasteland them again? I probably just want to wasteland them again, right? Just like kill this, because if they had another Ghost Quarter, they certainly would have played it. Yeah, fuck it. Getcha. Thanks for the wastelands. Asking Twitch chat, should I destroy another land? The answer is assuredly yes. Assuredly yes, we should destroy another land. What do you think, Twitch chat? Should we Stone Rain them? We could be in a little bit of trouble here. If they have more lands and pressure, we don't have a lot going on. Stone Raid hype, thanks for the bit sec. Yeah, if they have like a TKS here, we're gonna be in trouble. Although I guess Nabob blocks for a while, which is nice. I can just dredge Darkblast here, right? Slow down in the land, D. I'm trying to watch more ads to get more bits. So do I want to dredge? I probably just want to dredge Stinkweed Imp, right? Just like gives me the most looks at stuff. Sweet. All right, so I think I just want to cast Old Stinky here. Just like trade with their Tight Hollow Sculler. They could have a path or a push in their hand. Like those are cards they could reasonably be holding at this point. Wasteland Strangler, that's a beating. Okay. I think we're mostly dead at this point. Are we through 2 conflags or through 1 conflag? We stumbled and fumbled a little bit too much here. So we'll dredge Darkblast because Darkblast plus a Lingering Souls block can kill this Wasteland Strangler. We're dead to any removal here, but this is our best line, so let's just play it. No, we're not gonna play the Surgical Extraction deck again. Yeah, looks like they just have another Strangler. Yeah, that's a close game. Close game, especially for the fact that, like, we kept a land heavy hand and then just, like, mono flooded. And again, this is another matchup where, like, I'm looking at my cards and I'm like, I really wish I had Lightning Axes and Abrupt Decays to board in here, just because, like, they're generically good against, like, what my creatures are doing and what my opponent's creatures are doing. Golgari Brownscale is a 2/3 in a world of 2/2s, so we're gonna board him in. Look at one Nabob. Yeah, I couldn't stack the decks to win the game at the point we were at. You are right that we weren't dead on board. You are correct that we weren't dead on board, sure. We couldn't stack the decks and win the game from there, though. We didn't have enough cards in hand for... I think this is a keep just because of how good Zombie Infestation is here. Like, we desperately need to hit a green source. And we want to hit a fetch land so we can get an Overgrown Tomb, right? Perfect. So let's ditch these two. So, like, this is one of our really great starts, right? Like, I got to ditch these two. I'm going to get to go Overgrown Tomb, Zombie Infestation, put 5 power into play on 2. So, we're going to do this. Yes, I agree. There's a lot of reasons why that card is good. Maybe I should have waited. Nah, I shouldn't wait on the fetch. Let's not get caught by Arbiter. So pass the turn here. I think I'm just emptying my hand and putting 4 more power into play here. Unless they play a Thalia. If they play a Thalia, I need to hold a land. But I think we're just in for like 4 extra power at this point if they don't put a Thalia into play. This is going to be our last match of the morning. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I'll be back later this evening about 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, about 7 hours from now. For those that are indifferent. Named Hippogriff. What? And then they ghost quarter. Did they misclick human? I don't, oh. Ugh. Alright, chat. This is our game plan. Put 9 power into play, attack. This is the game plan. I don't know if it's a good one, but it's what we've got, chat. It's turn 2, 9 power, attack you, attack you, attack you. Yeah, if they just do this, they like have something off the vial here too. Yeah, we're probably just dead. If they have another card to put in here, I believe we're just gonna lose the game. We can make white for Ray Revelation. We have a Godless Shrine. I'm gonna concede to a Thalia here. Well, Leon Arbiter's a trade, so they get to go eat. Nah, yeah, we're pretty dead. And again, just like if I had Abrupt Decays in my deck, we would have outs to play through that type of hate. But the deck's just like not built in a way, and that's why I played a deck like this, like I wasn't familiar through a friendly league the first time, because like it's definitely like there's a lot going on here. And in case we were missing specific things like that, so like I'm not quite sure why these Chalice of the Voids are here. The Bojuka Bog seems silly. So like cards that I think are suspect that could be other things in this deck. Let's sort this out. So in the sideboard, I think I would put these cards potentially on the chopping blocks. There's like 6 slots in the sideboard I'm interested in playing with. In the main deck, this Ancient Grudge, this Ray of Revelation, this Raven's Crime, like these cards could maybe be up for debate as well. Possibly this Darkblast also. In the mana base, I definitely would like to see 1 to 2 cycle lands. I think Tectonic Edge is pretty poorly positioned. I think in a world of Ghost Quarter, Field of Ruin, Tech Edge is the single worst one of these. I think Ghost Quarter is the one I definitely want. I think 3 of that effect is probably fine. Based on our shock lands, I think you might be able to cut a Blood Crypt for the black-red. For the black-red one. For the black-red shock land. But, so these would be the cards I'd be interested in playing with in the main deck at a glance after that league. These are the cards I'd be interested in playing with in the sideboard. Honestly, the format as a whole might be creature-based enough right now that this Vengeful Pharaoh might even be worth main decking. Like, there's a lot of just good, honest creature decks in the format. So, there's a lot of just good, honest creature decks in the format, and Vengeful Pharaoh is very good against all of those. At any rate, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. If you didn't catch all of that league or the league before it, we've been streaming for about 3 hours this morning. I'm going to hit publish on the 5-color Pyromancer League on my YouTube video right after I sign off this morning. And then this video will probably be live to view in its entirety on YouTube 45 minutes or so from now. It takes YouTube a little while to process because my YouTube videos upload in 1440p. Play an upgraded version deck tonight? No, probably not. There's a lot of things in the donation queue, so I'm mostly just working my way down the line. I think tonight we might actually play a few different legacy decks because we have Omni Sneak Attack and then a couple other legacy decks, a couple of Mud Post decks that have been in the queue and have a lot of bonus points behind them because they've been in there a little bit. So I think tonight's going to be a legacy deck. I don't think so, Maester. That card doesn't really solve any problems, I don't think. So, again, so these are the cards I'm interested in cutting. Cards I'd want to talk about adding to this deck are another Start Finish, another Conflagrate, Abrupt Decays, and Lightning Axes. So those are the cards that I would think about putting in there, and Cycle Lands. So, at any rate, thank you everyone for watching. Big shout out to my subs and resubs. As always, y'all are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do it. And I'll be back tonight. Thanks, folks. Have a good one.